What's up, guys? This is Void of Dust Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content. Today I've got some hero that you don't really see that often, at least in the games that I play. I'm talking about Dextra, a hero who has been released quite recently in the game. She's a warrior with a unique ability to heal life if she is attacked when using ult. She's got a pretty big chainsaw up there, and I can't really see why people are not really liking her that much. At least that's what I'm telling from not seeing her that often. But I want to show you some gameplay today because it was really good. First of all, let me show you my build. And this is something that I just tried in this video. This is basically full damage approach. We've got the Gilded Greaves, which is basically the only item that we got for some kind of sustainability to reduce the crowd control effects, and then we're going with the Spear of Longinus. Okay, that's a bit availability as well, but the rest of it just screams pure damage. Armory wise in the Arcana, I did not really think about too much in terms of crit chances and something like that. I just went with the damage build, which is my Marksman Warrior build. Normal attacks plus 45, armor pierce plus 100, and movement speed plus 10%. 10 times Onslaught level 3, 10 times Assassinate level 3, and 10 times Skewer is the way to go with this. And enchantment wise, I went with the Dextra duel because I'm going to be on the solo lane, and therefore I want to maximize the hero that I'm going to inflict on a single target. The Declaw gives us improvement in terms of even more damage right from the start, and the rest of it is utility, boosting stats, getting enhanced restore, and getting Devourer, and this is the build. So let's check out how it went in the game, and it's going to be quite short, as you already can tell from the video length, so be surprised. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I started off with my boots because I want to be a little bit faster. I could have used the Spear of Longinus and get it to the first upgrade, but I wanted to have the boots first because of the reduced crowd control reduction. I'm going to check out my jungle here to see if anyone is invading. And as you can see, we've got a pretty decent build with Valheim and Lumber on the top. We've got Alistair versus Zata, which is not really something that you want to have because Zata is just too strong right now. His ultimate is incredibly good. And I'm playing against Arta, which is something that you don't really see that often as well. So it's kind of niche champion versus niche champion. And Alistair did a really good job here on slowing him down, getting him into the trap. And I was like, should I get into the tower? But the tower has still the tower resistance stuff on. So I decided to go into the mid lane to check out if we can do anything against Zata in here. But no. We need to get back. I just revealed myself. I was like, you see me. So let's head back to the force. So Alice is pretty much roaming all the time here, which is actually quite nice. But of course he is to be back on the lane right now, otherwise he's going to miss some experience. And as you can see, I'm roaming with him again to see if we can make a play on Zata, but unfortunately Zata is missing, so I decided to go back and get into Arta. I do not have any problems to clear the minions. Minion clear speed is actually quite nice on her. And unfortunately, we have AoV against us. So this is going to be a huge threat if this AoV player knows what he can and he should do. And at this point, I asked my teammates if they kind of have the feeling that she is a good character or she's good at playing her. And they said yes. So I was like, well, too bad. You don't want to have a good jungler with this high skill cap and the mobility that she sports, because this is just going to give you a hard time. She will just be there and up there, and then she appears out of a sudden, and then she jumps around, and then she deals damage, and if you want to apply damage on her, she's using her ultimate, and it's a nuisance. She's really annoying, at least from my perspective. I mean, yes, we all know what she's capable of doing, but the problem is that she is so fucking freaking bloody mobile that it's still going to cause a lot of trouble if she knows how to use it, like her champion. Jumped a little bit too far into the tower range. That wasn't That wasn't the brightest move of them all, but I just received one single tower shot. And I decided to just give my lane here the experience points and, of course, the stack from that little bird. I think that's something that you should always keep an eye on if your hero is able to do that. And now I just used my ult here. And I don't think that he kind of knows what my ult does. I think he was just like, well, okay, well, this is going to be like that. Unfortunately, he just decided to let himself not be targeted by anything because he got into the Arctic Orb. And, well, there's the retaliation. What was that? How crazy is this? He's on the retreat, and then he just turns this defensive position into something offensive. And that's something that I don't think that many heroes can do that. This is something that Zata is special for, and I just hate this about this champion. Unbelievable. Why did they put an ultimate such as strong? No, why? Whatever. The ult is pretty strong. That's what I wanted to say, and it's pretty forgiving. That's the worst part about it. So now I was kind of calculating that I do have my ult still on like usage, and I was like, well, this is something that you are going to pay back. Nice artwork actually on the skills. I'm not really paying that much of attention when I'm playing the game, but it looks really nice on her. So I decided to go up because my team was struggling there, and I was like, well, okay, we need to be there, we need to push in there. Now I'm using my ult there, and we have Gilder here. Unfortunately, I'm using my execute just a little bit too soon, and that's something that I need to pay attention to because I always use it, and it's always not as beneficial as it can be. I know this, people have already pointed this out in some other videos, but the good thing is it didn't matter because we did not die. But as you can see, the score is pretty horrific. 1 versus 6. So we really need to catch up to this. How can you turn a game like this around? I mean, Alistair is super low, so we can't be ganked here. Ata is on our heels. There's Zata and Ata, who has decided to be like that. And wow, that was good. Like, really good moment. He just waited ages before he was about to use his ult, and I think it was the very right choice to wait for it before he was about to use it. So well played from our Alistair. I think that was the right decision to wait a little bit and then just go full in with all the stakes that he had. And now we've got the first item ready, and I'm about to build the Omni Arms just for the overall improvement. More damage, attack damage, and attack speed and stuff like that. So, yes, this is looking okay-ish. Again, there was a lot of stuff going on, but I just decided to ult in, and now I need to get away. And fortunately, with all the stuff that I was thrown at her, I was able to get AoV because she did not manage to get right away from the tower. So she was just basically pushing herself into the tower. And now look at this. This is weird. I need to defend the tower, but the tower is like super lowish. He's going to place his ship down, his shipwreck. And as you can see, my life is not really looking that good. So I'm trying to use every resource that I have. Now I'm going into the enhanced restore. Now what I was waiting for was basically to get my ult back. Still threaten him, but get my ult back in order to make him just fall for the trap. And now we are on it. And look at that. We're getting life back and he is dead. I think that was outplay. I think that you can call something like this outplaying someone. And now we are about to get the second tower of the game. Here we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I decided to retreat here because yes, I do have my ult, but I want to start the fight with full health. So we are still on Omni Arms levels. Best player here right now in terms of the gold. And I was just checking the middle because I thought like, okay, this might just be something where I can support my team. We've got another ultimate on Zata here. Else is like sad. I don't really know what he's about to tell us. So Gildu is dead, and now we turned the tide. Now we are the forcing opponent. We got more kills than the enemy has, and we are about to get the Clave Sancti. And this is a tower that we want to break down with ease. I think we just overextended a little bit too much. Defeated by a lane, and the enemy surrenders. So this is the game. So this was it. Like, crazy. We are MVP, I guess. Cause damage, and this was the game. Victory. I know this wasn't much, but I just want to show you some short games, because sometimes I do have 20 minutes plus games, and I think 38% of the total damage dealt to the enemies is something that we can have a look on. So this was really nice, but of course the enemy didn't play it that well. That said, a lot of Zenial's Codex stuff going on. MVP, as I said. Let's take a look on the stats, and yeah, if you want to give it a like because you like the video, just do it. If you want to subscribe, do it, because that would be a pleasure. And as you can see, we have been the best player in the game, 12.3. And yeah, that's it. I hope you are tuning in 2 days, because then there will be a new video. Have a nice evening. Void of Dusk over and out, and bye bye.